They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes it... right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Lopez wants to fire. The short hand is gone. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. He leaves it with his back. And the Tar Heels have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, UNC!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the air, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Dingle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He'll pull it on the read. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he will do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Now, Lenore's Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lost to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lopez to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Good timing on the quick out. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Back to throw, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The Gamecocks get him out for the first down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Takes a hit as he fires. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Gonna look downfield again. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Got it, looking for a first. The Tar Heels will keep this drive going. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Lopez to pass. Under fire. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Got it!
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Might be calling a hot route. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Wide open spaces. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. The RPO complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The RPO, it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they take the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Cal. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Quickly complete, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Ben?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rush is on him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
I used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time now.
Touchdown, North Carolina! They take the lead with the 6. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Lopez wants to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself on the draw. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. There he goes! Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Lopez to pass. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Using the quick game. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here's a hit. Creates a little room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Gets the back moving. Complete to start this drive.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff. Challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Might as well stick with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. The tag. Touchdown, South Carolina. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Right on the money. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From On the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Dingle. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
Scrambling away. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's number 10. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Fullback's got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Lopez to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes a grab over the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Lopez lost to fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Powers through. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.